Welcome to another episode. Welcome to another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I am your man. I'm your man, Captain Will. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe to Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will so I can continue to bring you that gospel of Gamecocks every single day. Every single day, y'all. Every single day. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are new to Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will, I want to say welcome, and thank you for tuning in. And you're now rocking with the best. You're now rocking with the best Gamecocks coverage of women's basketball today. And since you're rocking with the best, come rock with your man, Captain Will. We got to go with today, y'all. I said we got to go with today, y'all. We are talking about the best team in sports. We are discussing the best team in sports this past season. Obviously, we knew that South Carolina women's basketball team, the three-time national champion, were the best team in women's basketball. But last night at the ESPYs, we were recognized as being the best team in sports. I'm not going to say that I was surprised that we won. Not going to say that I was surprised. I was totally surprised. I was completely flabbergasted because I knew that they were not going to give South Carolina the credit that we deserve. I was reading the predictions, and everybody got a prediction for this. Everybody got a prediction for that. For any award show, for any type event, recruits, all these different things. And some of the things that I saw was it was going to be a landslide for the Boston Celtics to win the best team in sports. If it wasn't going to be the Boston Celtics, it was going to be possibly the Kansas City Chiefs or the Michigan Wolverines. But I didn't see no predictions for South Carolina. Now, Gamecock fans, as we know, we knew that we were the best. But apparently that didn't register to the predictions of a team that was 38-0. 38-0, the only undefeated team in team sports, the only one. We talk about men's college basketball. We talking about NBA, NFL, WNBA, hockey, pickleball, spades, bridge, tiddlywinks, all those things. South Carolina was the only one. Went undefeated, wire to wire, to hang up another banner, to cut down the nets. So it was amazing seeing us getting that recognition. That was the third. You know, it was also amazing seeing these beautiful queens looking like stars on the red carpet, looking like stars on the TV screen, dressed to the nines. Wonderful to see these young ladies getting the recognition that they've so deserved. So deserved. Getting that national spotlight, talking about South Carolina as the best team in team sports. Now, ESPN, y'all got to keep that momentum going. Got to keep that momentum going for the best team. So when the season begins, and before the season begins, start that narrative of history making at South Carolina. Continue that narrative of an undefeated season. Continue that narrative of saying South Carolina belongs in the upper echelon of the best teams ever created in not only women's basketball, but in basketball. Because what if this team goes undefeated again? What if this team goes 38-0 and continues this winning streak? What if? This is the opportunity to change the narrative. This is the opportunity to focus on team sports, not just individuals. Because Carolina is not a individual type team. There's never going to be a player on South Carolina who's going to be recognized like a Juju Watkins, breakout athlete of the year, breakout player of the year. There's never going to be that type individual because Carolina is a team. Nobody's going to shoot 22.3 times per basketball game on South Carolina. That ain't going to happen. Nobody on South Carolina's team is going to average 25, 27 points per game. No, it's not going to happen because it's a team concept. Team. So ESPN, go back to the lab with a pen and pad and create those amazing ideas. Those amazing ideas to elevate the team versus elevating the individual. And when the posters and when you're doing all these preseason awards, you know it's difficult. You know what? It's easy to have preseason awards and award the folks who's getting the most points, who's getting the most rebounds, because they play in the most minutes, right? So it's easy to do that. It's easy. But what I encourage posters and voters and things of that such, dig a little deeper and actually recognize true greatness. Because Carolina's never going to have the most points for individuals. Carolina's never going to have the most rebounds as an individual, most assists as an individual. That happens when you have 12 5-star recruits and 1 4-star recruit. That happens. We have 10 McDonald's All-Americans. That happens, which would have been 12. But that's another story for another day. But you have to recognize and appreciate greatness by recognizing that, wow, that team went 38-0. They must have some preseason All-Americans on that squad. They must have some preseason All-SEC members on that squad because they undefeated. Now, you know, if you've been rocking with Captain Will for a minute or two, you know I was upset with all these preseason awards. I was upset because preseason award, postseason awards, I was upset about all of it. I was upset about all of it because there was putting emphasis on individual play, but a team sucked. Real talk. Individual play, but a team sucked. Because some of those people who were recognized for individual play will be the 7th or 8th player on South Carolina. But they getting recognized first team, second team. Man, you miss me with that. We ain't gonna call them names today because I'm being nice. We ain't gonna call them no names. But y'all know who I'm talking about. It ain't just one. When it is one, they getting recognized because they took a lot of shots on a team that was average or bad. And they got recognized as first or second team, all SEC. Really? Or they get recognized as a great player when they don't play no defense. Really? So just an office award? Carolina getting recognized by ESPN, the ESPYs, as being the best team shows what's great about this team. In the acceptance speech, where that Tina Papa, who looked all beautiful and poised with the acceptance speech and taking in the award, and all the ladies up there looking so nice. Coaching staff, everybody. Team. It's not foreign. It's not a new concept. It's a team sport. Teams should be recognized. And to beat teams like the Chiefs and to beat teams like, you know, the Celtics and all these other great sports that get all the recognition and all the glory and all the money and all these different things. I saw this clip in this article It was talking about Boston and that they were, went 16-3 in the playoff, whatever it was, 16-3, and was the leader from wire to wire and all that other stuff. Boston had a great season in the NBA, but it wasn't better than what South Carolina had in college basketball. It wasn't even close. Kansas City Chiefs had a great season in the NFL. It wasn't better than South Carolina by any stretch of the imagination. None. UConn, great season. Not even in the realm of possibility compared against what Carolina did in women's basketball. None. Not close. NHL, not close. No way. No way. This was a historic season in women's basketball. And what made it even sweeter, what made this thing even sweeter was we lost 5 starters and went undefeated. That ain't never been done in any sport in the history of sports. And I'm talking about going back into the caveman days. It ain't never happened. Never will you lose 5 starters on a basketball team, 5 starters on any sporting event. Your whole starting lineup has to be replaced. And you not only win the national championship, you win the pinnacle of that sport, but you go undefeated in that sport. That don't happen. That's not normal behavior. No. That's what made it even sweeter. Unbelievable last night. The ESPYs. Unbelievable. Couldn't be more happier. Well, we had to turn the page on that one for the best team. And this was a night of Gamecock greatness. Dawn Staley. Dawn Staley won the award for perseverance, the Jimmy Valvano Award, who we know passed away from cancer some years ago and had one of the most amazing speeches ever. If you have never heard of Jim Valvano's Don't Give Up speech, please watch it. It changed your life. There's been so much written, so much said, so much stuff about head coach Dawn Staley. Some good, some bad, some great, some horrible. But you know what? Dawn Staley is one of ours. She will always be one of ours. So us as fans, us as fans, us as women's basketball believers, we take it personal when people talk about Dawn Staley. Take it personal because she's one of ours. She's that, like she said last night, she's the auntie, right? It can't be my auntie because we're pretty much the same age, but so we hate those attacks. As someone who is the pinnacle of coaching in basketball, okay? In basketball, not men's basketball, not women's basketball, basketball. She lost 3 games in 4 years. I mean, you say what you will about that, right? I never really understood the hate that Dawn Staley gets from, outsiders. I never understood it. But when Dawn was saying her speech last night and taking it all in, and those tidbits, those things that stick out, that makes you think, makes you wonder, makes you want to dig deeper, right? So one of the things Dawn said last night was, I'm going to fight for, pay disparity because, women get paid less than men, which is a proven fact in every aspect of industry. But she also said, I win more but make less. Like, what? And that's the truth. You should get paid for what you are worth. You should get paid for what you're worth. When you say it out loud, you like what? 3-time national champion, winning more than anybody, and getting paid less. And we can say, because, oh man, the women's sports draw less than the men's sports. We can say that. Or we can say that it's wrong. We can say that as well. We can say like, yo, we need equal pay for everybody. Male, female, black, white, Hispanic, Asian, whatever the focus group is, that everybody should get paid the same, right? I come from the military. Pay chart. Y'all can pull it up online. See what we make. You get paid according to rank. You don't get paid because of your gender. You don't get paid because of your color. You don't get paid for any of those things. Everybody the same. It was E5. All the E5s get paid the same thing, depending upon their use and service. But in sports, that's different. There was this big thing in WNBA where male coach was hired and made in his initial contract in the WNBA was more than any of his counterparts in the WNBA. Never coached in the WNBA, but his counterparts made less money than him. Is that right? No, it ain't right. But when Dawn Staley's on Front Street and she's saying these things about pay disparity, about taking up for her team or standing up for her team and taking those bullets that are thrown at her team, and she takes it all in for herself and clapping back on social media and things of that nature. In some eyes, she's wrong, right? Some eyes, she's wrong. Dawn Staley, in that acceptance speech, made me like her even more. And if you're not a Gamecock fan and you're just watching that speech and listening and understanding, you would like her more too. You have a woman from the projects of North Philly make it to the stage, showing that anybody can do it. Anybody can do it. But she also relegated and said that everything also had to be in place. You had to get the right grades. You had to be in the right support system. You had to stay healthy. You had to have the right coaching. Everything happened in order for the next thing to happen, to be great. There's a lot of great players of every sport who did not have that support system. There are a lot of great players. I can name some of them who did not have that, who are better than some of the players who are playing in professional sports right now. There's always that barbershop talk about, yo, y'all remember such and such? Yo, he was all that. But you know what, man? He got in trouble at 16, 17 years old. Now he in jail. Oh, oh, man, this cat right here, she was everything on track. But you know what, man? Things didn't work out quite right for her. We have those high school superstars, so it's going to make it to the next level, but they didn't have their grades right. They got in trouble because they did not have that right support system around them. Or things happened that they had to make sure they take care of their family and then have time to go off to college and be great in a prospective sport. Things aren't by chance. You don't just wake up and say, yo, I'm going to be the best college coach. I'm going to be an icon in college and win multiple gold medals and individually and as a coach. And be one of the WNBA greatest. It doesn't happen. It takes hard work. So listen to the speech that Dawn Staley did, and listen and watching the girls intently listening, active listening. If you are a recruit, and you're like, yo, I want to go to South Carolina, but you know what? They got so much talent in this basketball team. I'm like, maybe I go to this other school. Maybe I go to this other mid-level team so I can get so much playing time, so I can get so much more notoriety. That is great for you. That is great for individual. But if you want to be coached by the best coach in college basketball, you would want to go be coached by Dawn Staley. You saw the love of the teammates. You saw the love with Dawn Staley. You saw the love of the coaching staff. It's an obvious choice for me. Easy. The level of talent in South Carolina is so amazing. Dawn Staley is so amazing. And they need to replay that speech over and over and over again for years to come. They do. And give this queen the respect, the admiration, the love that she deserves. A'ja Wilson. I don't know what A'ja Wilson can do. I don't know what else she can do. A'ja Wilson is the best women's basketball player walking this planet Earth. And it ain't even close. It's not close. She got her flowers last night. She did. And well deserved. But when you're a Gamecock fan and you've seen it from the ground roots to where she is right now, and she's still young. But when you see it from Hopkins, South Carolina, to what she is now, I mean, A'ja, she's setting records, clothing line, shoe line, cover, gonna be on the cover of NBA 2K. 20-20, leading the league in points. What? I mean, second in what rebounds. All these gonna be like blocks and steals and excellent defense. All these great things that A'ja Wilson is doing. Getting ready to go get a gold medal, of course. But when she's ours, she is ours. She's ours, and we're choosing to let the world know about A'ja Wilson because A'ja wasn't getting all this publicity in high school. She wasn't getting all that publicity, early on in her college career. It took some time in the W. But perseverance and greatness never goes away. Never goes away. In a short period of time, she has proven that she's the best player in basketball. Go ahead and give it an MVP. Go ahead and give A'ja Wilson the MVP right now. And if there's a award higher than MVP in basketball, you need to give it that one too. Give it that one too. She is special on so many levels. Is she in a prime? Is A'ja Wilson in a prime right now? Question. Is she going to continue to get better? What is the sky? What is the ceiling for A'ja basketball? I don't even know. I don't know. I have no clue what the ceiling is for her. What I do know is A'ja Wilson is a Gamecock true and true. True and through. Through and through. True and true. Through and through. And it's amazing to see. This includes another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I'm your man, Captain Will. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe to Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will so I can continue to bring you that gospel of Gamecocks every single day. Ladies and gentlemen, you're now rocking with the best. And since you are rocking with the best, come rock with your man, Captain Will. Let's go. Let's go.
DJ rocked to this beat.